Hi guys, hi. What is really going on? What is going on? How come? How have we gotten to this stage? How are we here? How come? From where to where? Now we're in the state that it is becoming so unbearable, it's becoming so devastating. And believe me, this isn't going to just affect the poor. It's going to affect the poor, the rich, and the needy. Believe me, I don't know how you're saying it, but the way I'm looking at it is going to affect everybody, because there's this notion that I have. So far the poor aren't having what they are supposed to have, so far they are not happy. The rich are not going to rest either. They are not going to rest. I'm going to give us a scenario. You got that? But let's go straight to the matter of the day. Our country is like this. The economy is really bad. It's becoming so painful. I don't know. I don't like the fact that I used to have this. I used to have this part of my heart that I don't like it when people are hungry. I don't like it. But now it's becoming so painful. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. But I believe there is a solution to this thing. Let's neglect our government. Let's act blind. Let's act as if they don't exist. Because since I've grown up, growing up, they've always been saying Nigeria is going to be better, it's going to be better. But still, it's becoming so worse. Nothing is getting better. Nothing is getting better. It's becoming so worse. So, on today's episode, because it is already happening, and it's like this already. Please, what's the solution? What's the way forward? There is a solution. I know there is a solution, and I'm happy. I'll be glad to share the solution to you. I don't know. That is my own point of view. If you have anything against it, then you can do that. You can comment on the comment section. Drop your notion. Drop your opinion at the comment section. But my own opinion, going forward, for we that are learned, that we went to school, we have the knowledge of whatsoever we've taught in school, and we can still comprehend our with our environment growing up, how it is. Growing up, we're taught the three things in school. We were told that there are three major needs for human being, three major needs for human being, and the needs are those basic things that we thought was: we have the food, we have the shelter, and we have the clothing. And believe me, if you have those three things, our lives are going to be okay. Our daily needs are going to be okay. I'm not thinking about those that are aspiring for multi-million dollars. I'm not talking about people that are aspiring for more, but at least I'm talking about everyone. I'm trying to put everyone in this situation. Okay? And as far as those three things I mentioned are being met, we're going to be living happily. We're not going to be in this situation that we are currently in now. Okay, those three things that I mentioned, how are we going to get them? What is the solution to it? Because getting the solution to it, having these things is the betterment of economy, betterment of our lives. How are we going to get those things? This particular thing, the answer to this thing is what we are ignoring, what we've neglected, what God has provided for us, but we are not making use of. During even the Bible, even in the Quran, our holy books, it is there. During the time of Adam and Eve and all of that, it is there. But what is it? You have neglected it. In our country, we've imbibed, we've encouraged, we've imported the Western culture, which is as well affecting us. But don't let me digress now. Let me still talk about what I said earlier: the needs, the clothing, the food, and the shelter. The current solution that we're going to find to this, the best solution to this, is agriculture. Agriculture is the solution to this thing, and we've neglected it. You and I know that we have neglected it. Even our government has neglected it. They're not really into it. They are not really into it. They are not. Even you and I know we are all not into it. When I say agriculture, some people think it's just about food. Agriculture is not just about food. We're talking about agriculture. We get our food from agriculture. We all know that. How about we talk about our clothing? Animal skins. Okay, we get our leather from animal skins. But it's not as bad as we're not importing leather skin. I mean, we're importing leather that has been synthesized, that has been processed already. We're already importing them back to our country. It's as bad as that. And more so, want to talk about shelter. Shelter is everywhere. Is almost everywhere. It's almost in all bushes. But we don't know. Shelter, I'm talking about shelter. I'm talking about house as a whole or itself. I'm talking about the likes of timber, opepe, obeche, mahogany, iroko tree. Whereby we get our we process our wood from. We process our wood from it. Okay, that. What are they called? Elias Guinnesses. Elias Guinnesses, the palm tree as a whole. But yeah, I'm talking about the palm front, which can be used as shed. What about the bamboo? We've neglected all these things. Is it as bad as we started importing toothpick? It's very bad. How will a whole Nigeria be importing toothpick? There are big forests there. What are they doing? What are we using it for? What are we using? So, guys, when I say, so how are we going to help ourselves? How are we going to help ourselves to achieve this solution that I've at least mentioned? Okay, this is it. And I hope you feel me. I hope you get along with me. Yeah, let me use that one. You feel me? All right. Okay, when we're talking about the agriculture that I'm mentioning, I know even some people, some of us are, this lady is talking about agriculture. Okay, how are we going to do it? How are we going to start it? Yeah, we've neglected years. Okay, I'm asking you that you're watching me. For those of us that you're living in an apartment, we're living in a house whereby all our lands, all your environments are being cemented. Oh, we have marble, we have terrazzo, we have all sort of on our floors, on our ground, even on the fertile soil, whereby we can at least, I'm not saying that we can have our own aesthetics and our ornamental plants, to beautify our environment. It is even necessary biologically when we talk about life, interaction between plants and human being. That's story for another day. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm talking about why you not demarcating, why you not segmenting, why you not let me use the word demarcate. Why not leave some part of your house, of the environment, your backyard sort of? Why not use it to plant? Why not? If I have a wedu in my compound, my neighbor has vegetable like a four, the other one has ugu, the other one has herbal plants, medicinal plants in the house. When it's time for maize, now rain is falling. Do we have maize? How are we going to plant that? I'm going to teach us how to do that. Just stick to my video. I'm going to teach us how to plant. I think I'm really into this now. Like I really have to. I really need to. I want to really. I want to sensitize ourselves. I want us to sensitize ourselves. How we can, because what we need now is solution. What if I have a wedu? My neighbor has ugu. The other one has a four tete or a four shoko, and the other one has medicinal plants. The other one has pawpaw fruits. You're not going to be hungry. Because I remember growing up, I don't used to be hungry. Not that I don't have money to buy whatever I feel like eating, but I had my food and my beck and call. I don't need to go extra mile. I need to go to the market before I get whatsoever I needed to eat. It wasn't this bad. And you and I know that it wasn't this bad. It wasn't this bad. But what I'm going to say now, what I'm trying to encourage us to do is that, please, aside from the aesthetic thing in our houses, please, let us try to start cultivating at the back of our houses. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? If you don't know how to do that, just drop your comment in the comment section. I'm going to tell you. I hope I'm making sense to you. Because to me, I feel I am making sense. Not I feel I am making sense. I know I am making sense. It's not becoming so bad. Please, how will we be buying? I don't know. We'll be buying one. I don't know how to explain it. I only know Yoruba of this thing. One what's even the Yoruba word say? I don't know what the sacral memory. I can't really recollect. How Mola used to segment how they segment their pepper, tomato, and all of that. How would we be buying just 5 or 6 for 500 naira? What we are supposed to be producing. This thing, we can get it from our house. This tomato thing, you can get it from the backyard of your house. This Pepper, you can get it from the backyard of your house. How will I be buying a widow for 300 naira? A widow that growing up I used to buy for 20 naira. Later on it became 50 naira. Now it became 100 naira. Now that's a widow for 150. Kilo shelle. How have we got into this? I can't even buy. Growing up, I used to buy one corn. Then I'll buy one corn for 20 naira. 10 naira, 15 naira. How come corn is now 200 naira? Especially if you enter that market, to enter some part of the highland, especially if you enter that Idumota market, they'll be selling you more for you 300. At least it was there. I don't know how much they're going to be selling it now. Everything now becoming very, very unbearable. Probably you'll be selling it for 500 naira. And as bad as it is, they'll be selling that ube, that pear, they'll be selling it for you 300, 200, just 1 kilo shelle. I'm very sure majority of us has not seen that plant. But believe me, for me, I've seen the tree before. When I was growing up, the tree used to play in my own area then, because I grew up in a rural settlement. I don't know, probably that is the reason why I'm trying to communicate this to you, because I already had the experience, and the experience was nice, was awesome. It wasn't this bad. I wish even the generations now, I think they're even forgetting. I'm going to that, mothers. If you really want to enjoy my video, please, you have to stick to this video and watch it. Mothers, I'm coming to you. We need to start upbringing our child. We need to start bringing our children. We need to start bringing them up in a proper way. Please, I'm not saying that we're not nurturing them well. Nurturing them is not that we are suffering them, or when we expose them to soiling their hands. It's not that you're suffering them. You're not suffering them. You're trying to soil their hand. This is Nigeria. Let us soil our hand. It's even on our coat of arm. We have the soil there. We have the soil. We have plants. We have animals on our coat of arm. But now we're neglecting it. I know we have water, but the only thing is the water is what our government is really concentrating on, and because of what majority of the selfish interest. Please don't let us talk about that, because on this case I'm not even talking about the government, because they've not been doing anything so far. I don't know. For some people, they've really enjoyed it, but me, I've not really enjoyed the system. So on that note of nurturing our kids, I've already spoken about we having our own little farm. We were taught subsistence farming and commercial farming. We were thought, because I remember the last time I was talking to some of my people about this farming thing, about the way the country is. They were talking about the government, they need fund. I'm not talking about fund. I'm talking about the last scale. I'm talking about commercial sales. I'm talking about cash crops. Really now, I'm talking about food crops. I'm talking about subsistence farming, whereby you do your own farming in your own house, at least to sustain you yourself and your families, to sustain your quick needs, your instant needs, to sustain it. At least you're not going to go hungry. Believe me. Aside from even, I don't care even if you have millions to buy it. There's nothing like eating healthily. If you eat healthily, you're going to live long. Aside from eating carcinogenic food, you know. So like I said, that was power outage. That was power supply going off. This is Nigeria, my country, you know. Okay, like I was saying, like I said earlier, nurturing them is not that, or I mean, soiling their hands doesn't mean that we are suffering them, you know, it's not. Let us retrace our step. Let us try to retrace our step. And we'll also imbibe that culture now into our own kids. Schools, please, schools are very proprietors, even teachers, parents as a whole, you know, there's Parent Teacher Association, PTA. Please, I don't know, growing up there was curriculum for agriculture, there was extra curriculum for it, that just not just teaching us the theoretical part, we practicalized it. We had a small farming we had a small farm in our school then. There was a small farm in our school then. We could cultivate a lot of things. Then I remember we cultivated what are they calling it? Ewedu, that's Cocorus olitoros. We had maize. Which one again? We had I think. What did we do? There was this vegetable we planted. I can't remember the name. We planted lots of vegetables, not just one, because we were taught several species of vegetable then. So we planted some stuffs, you know. The one I remember very well, because I know that I really ate was the corn. We cultivated, we planted corn then. Yeah, I remember we made veggies. We bought dried corn from the market. You know, we planted, kept them inside in the ridges that we already made. There was another part that we tilled the soil. We're going to till the soil. If you really permit me, and I think I will show, I'm going to show you, because I have a small soil in my house. I can show you how to till and do stuff like that. And also plant. I think this is corn period, just like behind my window. I don't want I don't think it'll be okay if I plant behind my window. I'm going to be showing you, because I still have Trillium triangular A there. Trillium triangular A is water leaf. I still have it there. And Osimon gratissimum, that's what they call St. If you're in Yoruba, I don't really have it there anymore. They've already cut everything for me. And for now, I don't want to plant it. Okay, you know, having plants like that, it's not suffering, it's nurturing, it is fun. It has gotten to a stage that our kids can't even uproot. They can't uproot weeds just in front of their houses. It's what is it? What is it? Western culture. This video is supposed to be lengthy, it's supposed to be long, but I'm going to cut it short for another day. I'm going to cut it short for another day. That, okay, anybody that is interested, that is now glued to what I'm saying, that is seeing importance, that is seeing meaning in what I'm saying, yes, can now see my next video. So by that, I think you're going to subscribe to my channel. But the main thing is, I want us to share this video. If you're a teacher, if you're a proprietress, you're a proprietor, parents as a whole, please, the next PTA meeting that you are going, tell the school, let them bring back agriculture. I'm not talking about the theoretical part alone, I'm talking about the practical part. Please, in our houses too, even if it's ornamental plants you want to plant, I'm not talking about ornamental plants because we need to eat. We're talking about food. Tell your kids, if you still have soil in your house, tell your kids. There's what you call nursery. That one they're going to see it as fun, depending on depending on the orientation that you are giving them, depending on the encouragement that you are giving them. Tell them to pick. You have nylons, pure water nylons. If you are living in SA, you don't have take bottled water, don't worry, you will see to bag, you will see. Tell them to pick. This is not that you are suffering there. This is going to be fun. Do this. Please, and in as much as people that are interested, that are seeing what I'm saying, that are getting meaning what I'm saying, as much as they are doing this thing, please video your kids doing it. Video the kids doing it. We should not just promote other things that are not really meaningful. Don't let us promote. Everybody cannot just let us become content creators, something that is meaningful. Please tell them to pick pure water nylon. If you have soil, black soil, which is loamy soil, tell them to pack the soil inside the pure water nylon. Cut it with your scissors. Put inside the pure water, and after cutting it, hold the bottom of the pure water nylon so that by the time the roots of the whatever crop you're planting is coming out, it's going to be able to see where to come. It's going to penetrate down the nylon. Cut the other part, fill in the sand, fill in the sand, plant whatsoever. Even if it's that you're propagating with the use of stem, you can put the stem inside. If you're propagating with the use of roots, put it inside. No matter, even if you are planting a tree, you're still going to need nursery. It's going to grow big before you transplant. It's going to sprout before you transplant. Don't worry. Put inside the nylon. Even you're planting maize, put inside the nylon. Let them start doing it. Let them put it. The joy. By the time they wake up, you'll be amazed that that will be the first place they will always go to in the morning. Because by the time it starts sprouting, they'll be so overjoyed. They will share it to their friends in school. And the other person too will do it. The other friends will do it. That is how even in as much as we are bringing in technology, please, it's not technology that's going to feed us. Technology is going to outweigh us, going to outshine us. By the time it collects whatsoever joy. So please, guys, this video I'm going to stop very soon. I'm going to stop here because my next video I'm going to talk about herbal remedies. You having some herbal plants in your house. I know some people have it already. Some people have akalifa. Do you know what they call akalifa? Akalifa with Kestiana. We have this red plant. They use it for kids. Then if you have this music, you have this I don't know how to say it in English. It's a la out. Don't worry. By the time I do my video next, I'm going to make my findings. It's a la, they call it in Yoruba. They have akalifa with Kestiana. Is a flower, but you don't know what they really use for. Jantroba cacos. Jantroba is in our house. They use it for sore throat, and many more like that. Osimon gratissimum, Bedonia amygdalina, and all of that. I'm going to be talking much more about them in my next video. Yeah, but don't let me talk too much. Look at this is my own year. I'm AA, So I'm prone to malaria. I fall sick. I'm prone to malaria. Any mosquito bite like this, plasmodium, I don't know. What is always being transmitted into my body, you know. So I developed malaria quickly. This is what I use. I got the script. I don't know where mommy got it from. She got it from our own house. So they call it Eweba. I don't know the name. I don't know the English name. I've never seen it before. She just brought it for me. Got Eweba. What she told me to do and what I did there was just that she already kept the leaves inside this ever bottle for me. She just told me, Miriam, make sure pé o ra 7-Up taking it. Make sure pé you buy 7-Up inside and you are taking it. And believe me, this thing works more than chloroquine. Yes, because whenever I have malaria or my malaria symptoms, generally most times having sore throat. But taking this thing, by the time I wake up in the morning, all the clogged mucus in my throat, in my nose, just be coming out from mouth, from nose, whatsoever. You know, I'm always feeling very fine taking this thing. So it's now almost my everyday routine, everyday drink. Okay, I'm going to be telling you about it next time in my next video. This one too is for everybody. This one I use it for pie, I use it for detoxification. This one I have clove, I have cinnamon inside. I'm going to be sharing this secret in my next video. These are plants and they are really okay. Masculine, feminine, it is really okay. For detoxification, it is really okay. For flat stomach, this thing works. If I show you my tummy, you will not know that I've given birth. This thing really works. I'm going to be sharing the herbal plants, the remedies in my next video. Please make sure you subscribe to my video and I hope you enjoyed this moment with me. Please, Nigeria has to be a better place. It begins with me, it begins with you, it begins with us. Tada, I love you. Share my video and subscribe to my channel. I love you all.